Yeah, it's freezing here in Ohio today.
Well, I'm in Wisconsin and Chris is in Syracuse, so we know
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, well, we wanted someone to come on that, has a bigger career in something like this.
It's all facade. It's all
It's all facade.
yeah, it's all fake.
No, I mean, I've followed you and the podcast has followed you for a while, and I love listening to all your shenanigans and your newscasts and updates and all that stuff. And I'm like,
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm like, we should see if he'll come on the podcast because you never know unless you ask. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got me a good time. I just put my kid to bed, so I got some free time.
Oh, sweet. Me too.
There you
Uh,
go.
how old?
6.
Mine too.
Yeah, nice. All
oh,
right.
look at that. You
Yeah.
guys have 6-year-olds in common. You guys can talk about dad things.
Right. Yeah.
There's a podcast that does that. Don't they it's like dads, rock dads or something. I forget.
So there's
Something daddies.
Rockstar Dad. I know that one with Jarrett from Bowling for Soup. I've actually been on that one. Jarrett's a really cool dude. But yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of like I mean, there's a podcast for everything now, obviously, but I feel like there are definitely some dad centric ones out there. But what always like gets me is like I'll be scrolling through on my feed and like something will pop up that I think is about to be like a funny like dad video, and then it gets like so serious and like really hits me in the feels, and I'm thinking about my kid at school. I'm like, oh my God, I want to come home. I just want to give him a hug. Like,
Yeah, sometimes life gets a little too real and it's
yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah, the algorithm knows me well.
I
Have you
guess.
have you ever been caught off guard by any like kid movies just like hits you right in the feels out of
Oh,
nowhere?
dude, yeah, there's so many like where you're watching like there's supposed to be dumb like turn your brain off kind of movies, but they have these messages in them, and the kid doesn't realize what they're saying, but
Mm.
it really hits you. There was one actually, it was so silly. It was I think it was Jumanji, one of the Jumanji movies, I think, and Danny DeVito's in it, and the entire movie. I don't think this is gonna be a spoiler for anyone because this movie is like fucking 25 years old, but he's like the entire movie he keeps saying like, you know, getting older sucks, don't let anyone tell you anything different, getting older is the worst, and he's saying that through the whole movie, and then he almost dies in the movie, but he doesn't die and he lives, and he's talking to the kid at the end, he's like, spoiler alert by the way, and he's talking to the kid, he's like, uh you know what, you know what they say about getting older, and the kid goes like, oh yeah, it sucks, and he's like, nah, it's a blessing. And I was like, ah, man, it is true. Like, because the alternative is dying, obviously.
It's true. It's
Like,
true. Some
Yeah.
people do think that way.
right.
We just watched the movie Sketch last night.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that one, yeah, right at the end.
Yeah.
It'll get you. But
I
the premise of the movie, it being like a horror movie for kids,
Is that what it is?
they
Okay.
yeah, they pulled it off perfectly.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the millennial in us.
must be. Because I remember
That
that.
that's why
Did you
we
see that Soul movie?
Yeah.
Dude, that one messed me up when I watched it. That was like too heavy, man. Yeah, that one weighed on me. I watched, I just felt weird after I watched that one. I'm like, I don't feel like, I don't feel complete after watching that.
the movies we watched in like the 90s and early 2000s prepared us for all these things, and then now it's like we're emotionally scarred for life that
Right.
anytime there's an emotional movie now out
Yeah. Just,
nowadays that the kids aren't phased by it, but we are because we were
right. We just grew up constantly watching parents die in movies that were supposed to be meant for kids. Every single
yep.
movie we watched like was about either either the parent dies in the beginning right away and like the kid has to deal with it, or like the parent was never there to begin with and you're figuring out why the
Yep.
kid's messed up. Like there's so many like
Like The Lion King, I saw that in
yeah,
theaters as a kid and I was like, why
yeah,
didn't Mufasa?
right. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you don't have to like it wasn't limited to humans. Any animal movie, the parent dies.
Yep. Well, let's get on a better note
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and get this, conversation started a little more.
Sure,
So
yeah.
for anyone who might not know you, I mean, a lot of people probably have seen you on Instagram and everything, and they've probably heard your voice listening to Sirius Octane. Uh, please introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Jesea Lee, aka Music News Daddy, host on Sirius XM Octane, like you said, purveyor of music news and high quality dick jokes. And Yeah, that's about it.
Did you coin yourself the music news daddy? And
So it started out like in like comment sections, like people would say it like jokingly, and it just kind of caught on. And I said it in a video one time. I just said like I'm your music news daddy, and the like division in the comment section was just so great because so many people loved it, really, and a lot of people that had commented before got it. Were oh yeah, he said it. But then there were just so many people that hated it too, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep doing this, like, because like it's such a silly, dumb thing and for you to actually get that upset about it, it's just like I don't know, it just makes me laugh. Somebody makes that could actually like make somebody angry, just me saying something. Clearly, I'm not saying call me daddy or anything. It's clearly a joke. Yeah. But yeah, people like I said, a lot of people love it, a lot of people don't, but
And
you
I noticed you
know,
said only the highest quality of dick jokes.
yeah, I
Uh,
keep it very, very highbrow. Like I don't there's a lot of low hanging fruit. That's what she said, and I like to keep it, high quality.
I was gonna say, like, what's a high quality versus a low quality?
Probably like you know, a pun, I guess would be a low quality, maybe.
Would you consider that's what she said, kind of low quality because
Yeah,
it's
super low quality,
overused?
but I can't not use it.
Well, me neither.
Yeah, that's what she says, like so ingrained in my DNA. Like it doesn't matter what function. I could be at a funeral and I'll drop it. That's what she said. Like I cannot like let the opportunity. I'm like Michael Scott in The Office. Like if I hear it, I'm like trying not to say it. I'm like,
yeah, one of the things that's like kind of linear to that's what she said. I don't know if you watch Good Mythical Morning at all on YouTube. One of them will do like they'll hear like a certain like phrase. And they'll be like, "That was my nickname in high school,"
Oh
and it
yeah.
also works fairly well.
Yeah, I usually do if there's something like silly or like crazy phrase like that, I usually say, "Oh, I used to play in that insert band." Like oh, I used to play bass and, Three Finger Me Deep or whatever it was.
So you are a digital creator, you're also a podcaster, and we did talk about like SiriusXM Octane. You are a radio host.
Mhm.
What was your journey like? What drew you into broadcasting and content creation?
Man, it's pretty wild how it all like came together because it wasn't like that wasn't the end all plan. That wasn't the game plan really to begin with. But I mean I started playing in bands when I was younger. And that was like the dream to be the rock star, to be a guy on stage. And but I've always like loved radio. Like I've always loved listening to like DJs on radio stations and talk shows. Like even like back when I was like younger, I would like, listen to the local radio stations. In Cleveland, we have like WMMS, and there's a couple of shows. They're just straight talk shows. They're on in between music, and I would love listening to those. Just listening to the dudes talk. And I loved listening to the DJs too because I just like loved hearing like that human element to the music, having somebody tell me about the song before I hear it and like give me some context to it. That's how it's the same way I love music documentaries and like, explainer vids and things like that. I mean, even back in the day, like I would watch more videos or watch more like DVDs about music sometimes and I was actually listening to music. I would find myself doing a lot. So yeah, I've always had that interest, but yeah, I started that's a long-winded way to say I started when I was playing in bands, and then I started working for a record label, and from that, when 2019-ish hit, that's when TikTok started blowing up a little bit, and I started seeing like pop artists and hip hop artists kind of getting their music off the ground and kind of going viral on TikTok, and there was really nobody doing it for rock yet. No one was really talking about rock music on there too much, or definitely not any metal or anything like that on there yet. And that's kind of how like rock music is. As much as I love rock and metalheads, it is kind of something that you have to drag them over the finish line sometimes with what's cool because like the resistance, because you know rock and metal and alternative music it's kind of exists on the fringes of what's cool a lot of times. It's supposed to be like counterculture, so it's like I'm not. There's a lot of people like, oh, I'm not gonna be on TikTok. That's a kids dancing on there, But like, meanwhile, you had artists like Lil Nas X who were like getting Grammys and shit because of a TikTok that went off, So it's like I saw the opportunity there to start making content for in centered in that world of rock and metal, and then I mean, it really wasn't like I was super early to it because like pretty soon after a lot of other creators started doing it too, and I found like groups of people that with similar common interests and whatnot. So yeah, I started making content on there, and then obviously when the world shut down 2020, kind of gave me a lot more like opportunities because like I wasn't one of those people that had like extra free time or anything like that because you like I have a kid, so there was no downtime having kids in the pandemic, but there was like a lot of people on the app at that time, so a lot of people were consuming content. There's a lot of people like us or listen to rock and metal who were looking for that content, so I think that helped out. But then yeah, from that, SiriusXM found me through socials, and they were looking to add a new host to their team, and they guess they just liked my high quality dick jokes and my music news.
That's what landed you to the job.
Yeah, I think that's what really sold
You told a good joke, a good
them.
dick joke.
hmm
Do you remember your first on-air moment and what was going through your head?
Uh, actually, no. I mean, we had because I had like record some demo tapes and stuff for the like audition, and I remember like I did that, and from the initial talks, like the very first message when they reached out to me, from that until the time that I actually did my first broadcast, I think was like almost a year. Like it took a long time because it's a corporate, big corporation. There's a lot of legal stuff to jump through to make that happen. So it took a while. But yeah, I don't remember like any. I probably said some dumb shit. It probably was like really all over the place and just like yapping like usual.
I feel like they would record these, maybe.
What's that? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure there's some kind of backlog
There
somewhere
you go.
with
You
all
can
of it.
find the backlog and
Yeah.
see how that first moment went.
Yeah,
But you
one
can't
day if
remember
I'm
it.
the next Ryan Seacrest or something, maybe they'll pull it up and be like, remember remember this?
Yep, I mean, MTV is dead now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was dead years ago when they stopped playing
Yeah.
music videos.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so funny like the whole MTV thing too. Like everyone's like upset that they don't play music anymore, and it's like you wouldn't watch it if they did. Like no one would watch MTV if they played music videos 24/7. Like it's yeah, I mean, of course, I loved watching MTV when I was a kid watching those music videos, but like I didn't have YouTube back then. I didn't have those options. It's not like MTV stopped playing music. It's not like playing music videos was super successful for them, and they were like, fuck that. We're gonna switch. We're gonna do something else. We don't want to make money. Like, I mean, I don't know what was going on back then, but there had to be some kind of financial reason why they stopped playing music. They wouldn't just stop doing it because oh, this is too successful. We're making too much money playing music videos.
Yeah, I'm sure there was. I'm sure it
Yeah,
got less popular because
yeah.
like VH1 was kind of dying down too, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And I remember back when VH1 was like, because VH1 like held out longer, I think, playing music. And like, so I remember that was kind of like, oh, VH1's a cool channel. You go, MTV's got reality shows and the Backstreet Boys, but like, you can go to VH1 for like storytellers and like they'll actually play some like Alice in Chains music videos every now and then, stuff like that. But then, of course, like, I don't even know if like, is VH1 even on the like a channel anymore? Like, I don't even know what they even do. Like, I haven't seen
I don't know
anything
if they
from them in
are.
a long time. Like, I'm assuming they still exist in some sort of format, whether it be streaming or online or something like that. But I mean, I haven't seen a VH1 channel in a long or heard their name even. This is the most I've talked about VH1 in like probably about a year.
Chris is looking it up
It
right
is it
now.
is still a channel. It's now
Is it?
managed by BET.
Oh, okay. I think I do remember reading that. So does it say like, do you got their channel guide? You got their programming
No,
lingo?
I
Like
just looked
what
it
they
up.
got in
It
there?
said they primarily focus on reality television,
Okay.
love and hip hop, basketball wives,
Oh,
and
okay. All
celebrity
right.
focused content.
Everyone went to
Yeah.
reality.
Yeah. I mean, but that's funny too because like I feel like that bubble had obviously burst a long time ago, and like especially with social media and like everyone can like do essentially a reality show on their TikTok live if they want to every day or whatever platform, YouTube, whatever. It's like I wonder how successful those reality shows even are anymore. I mean, I know they're just like dirt cheap to film, that's why they do them, but I wonder how much they're even generating.
Yeah, and didn't MTV2 hold out longer with the music videos than just regular MTV
Yeah,
did?
I think so. I think MTV2 was like all music videos at one point, and then I think they started doing like the Viva La Bam and Jackass stuff too. I think because I think yeah, MTV2 was supposed to be like more of the cooler counterculture.
Unhinged. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't know what they do now. Well, it's funny though, because like now, like I have like a Samsung TV. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm not trying to flex, but I've got a Samsung in the living room, and it's got like this like Samsung TV like channel like different channels on there, and they've got multiple channels that play like just rock music videos like 24/7, just nonstop. I don't know how they make any money off of it because I don't pay for it. There's no like ads or anything. But yeah, dude, like I love just throwing that on and like as background noise, like while I'm cooking dinner or something. And like my kid is like been exposed and like gotten to enjoy some new bands that he's never seen before because like he's drawn in by the cool music videos and he already has like awesome taste in music, but I mean that just helps expand. It's almost like he's getting it the way I got it for the first time, like because there's a lot of times where like I heard a band for the first time by seeing some crazy music video at 6 a.m. in the morning while I'm waiting for the bus, you know?
So true. And now you're like the new Kurt Loder.
Yeah.
You're the music news guy.
Yeah, hopefully I'm a little more relevant.
So speaking a little more about SiriusXM Octane, do you get to decide on which artists or songs deserve any kind of spotlight? And if you do, how do you get to choose between those people?
I do not. That's up to the program director.
Darn, you don't even get any
Yeah.
sway?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure I can like put a
Throw them a
bug in
20?
someone's ear. I definitely can't do that. That's pretty illegal. But no, I don't. Yeah, they have a program director that handles all that. So I'm just the guy that hypes it up.
You hype it up, and you can also probably, yeah, I mean, I could see you just mentioning bands, and I mean, if they check them out and like them, maybe they'll put
Well,
them
and I
on.
mean, the other thing is too, like the program directors, they may add something because they've seen me talk about it on my own. Like, I mean, I do highlight, newer artists all the time on my pages and whatnot. And I'm sure there's been times where they've seen me post about a band and that's caused them to check it out and they adds them in a rotation.
So I would imagine you've probably introduced quite a few listeners to new artists. Are there any particular artists you feel deserve way more recognition in this moment?
Oh man, that's so many, dude. I mean, just off the top of my head, the Funeral Portrait is fantastic. I love those guys. They're like My Chemical Romance fronted Shinedown, or no, I'm sorry, Shinedown fronted My Chemical Romance because the guy kind of sounds like Brent from Shinedown, but they got like kind of the haunted, moody, emo vibes to the music.
I just saw them
Oh, did
recently.
you? Yeah,
Yeah, within
yeah.
this moment.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, and this moment's great too. Silly Goose is another band. Those dudes rule. I don't know if you've heard of those guys or not, but they got their start just playing outside in parking lots. They have like those little pop-up RV and they set up all their instruments on top of it and they would just like
Hmm.
show up in parking lots. The first time I saw them, I was leaving Incarceration Festival years ago and they were just playing in the parking lot and I thought it was the coolest thing and like I was there all 4 days and like every time I came out, every night they were still there and like it was just such a cool way to end the night like after partying at this festival all day long. And I got kind of after seeing them a bunch of times in parking lots and end up you know, doing interviews with them and talking to them. And now they've got a new album out and they're getting played on Octane. They're getting these big tours and it's just cool to see like, you know, literally being there on the ground level with those guys. And like, I mean, I'm not saying I had anything to do with their success, but it's just cool to see them like, oh, dude, I saw you in a parking lot like 3 years ago, and now you're like in a real venue. Like that's awesome. Yeah.
It's always crazy to see the progression of
Yeah.
bands. Like, take like Panic at the Disco for,
You're right.
example. I remember seeing them when they opened for Cartel back in
Yeah.
2005 in a bar, like
Oh,
a bar
wow.
show. And now they're playing huge stages and arenas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's always wild when you see a band in like a tiny club or a bar or something like that, and then yeah, which is the next like year, so it happens so fast, or at least it seems like it happens from the outside, obviously. But yeah, then they're all of a sudden they're playing these arenas and big giant clubs.
So crazy. So your content online, it blends humor, authenticity, and insight. What inspires your online voice?
Oh, mostly Beavis and Butthead episodes, and yeah, I don't know. I just try to like not take it too seriously because at the end of the day, we're talking about music, and like music's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a fun subject matter. Like we're not talking about taxes here, we're not talking about, anything that's like I feel like needs a because there are, I mean there are creators that do that that deliver the news very seriously and straightforward, and that's totally cool. I mean that's you can be like the CN of music news, or you can be like I don't know, I guess the fucking ridiculousness of I don't know what my version of it would be, but I don't know. Yeah, I just like to have fun with it. I gotta try not to because that's just who I am as a person too. I don't really like taking things too serious. I mean, there's a time and place. Like if I'm doing an obituary post about, Ace Frehley or something, I'm not going to toss in a dick joke in the middle of there or anything like that. But, for the most part, it's, yeah, I like to keep things pretty light.
Yeah, I've noticed that with your style.
Yeah. Well,
That's
it is
that's
funny
what that's
too.
what makes you interesting to listen to though, because
Well, thanks.
you're not like that like normal
Yeah.
like serious people sometimes are, and I'm like Chris and I aren't that serious usually.
Yeah. Yeah, and I totally understand there are people that prefer that. It is always funny that when people follow me voluntarily, but then bitch or complain in the comment section like, oh, I just wish you would just give me the news and cut out the jokes. It's like, well, what are you here for? Like you can literally go get that anywhere else. And that's the other thing too, is like especially with so many like news sites and like so many content creators and with AI, dude, like if you just want news, like you can get that pretty easily. You don't have to follow me for music news. Like as much as I joke around like, oh, on the music news day, you really don't need me. The music news, you're probably following me because you like the way give you the news, I'm guessing. Like because like there's just so many ways you can have it delivered to you now. So
Right. I mean, if someone doesn't like the way you're doing things, they don't have to watch you.
right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's always a funny too. The funny part too is like when people complain, it's like, well, no one's making you watch this. Like no one's like I don't know. I've just never in my entire life have ever scrolled through any platform and saw something I didn't like and felt the need to let that person know. Like, I don't like your video or I don't like your
That's
post. You're like,
the world
I,
we're in now.
it's so bizarre. And like, it's totally fine that people do that if they want to, you know, give their opinion on it or this content that they're consuming. I get it. And obviously, like any, interaction is good for the algorithm. Like sometimes the negativity fuels more clicks than the positive stuff. Not that I ever make anything trying to get that negativity, but it's like I'm not gonna, again, comments and comments, so it's fine, it's whatever. But I just for me, like I just never, I don't know. I just if I see something like that's just not for me, like I go on with my day. I'm not, I don't know. It's just a bizarre thing to me to just to want to put negativity into the world, for whatever reason.
I am curious too, like where do you find all your information for your news? Like
No, I
just
just
because of
steal it from every
connections?
no. No, I just read a lot of like the different music news sites like, Loudwire, Blabbermouth, Consequence. Honestly, the State of the Scene podcast, those guys, they are really on top of it. Those are great dudes. They really keep a lot of the news flowing. Like they had a great podcast too. They stopped doing it. At least for now, I guess it's on hiatus, but those guys are they're really up to date with shit. They keep a lot of stuff coming. And then on top of that, I follow a lot of these bands on social media, and a lot of the individual members on Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm constantly getting, I'm getting stuff directly from the source. Like sometimes I'm like putting up news, you know, minutes after it happens because like the singer literally posted it on their Instagram story and I saw it, and I get sent press releases from labels and agents and whatever as well. And then also just scrolling through, there's a lot of times I'm just like on my For You page and something pops up, just some video about something, and like I'm like, oh shit, like that's cool. I didn't, that's news, like and then also a lot of people, a lot of like, I've gotten to the point now where I've gotten enough people who are enjoy my content enough that they want to see me do more of it. So I've had people send me stuff like, oh, did you see what this band just did? Like, you gotta talk about this. Like,
See, the social media chain.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's very cyclical. It just, yeah, constantly feeding into each other.
So do you ever feel pressured to perform on
Oh
social
yeah.
media? Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is like I don't know. It's just like there's days that like I like anything else, I don't want to do it, There's like it's not like reason like any specific reason. It's like there's like I mean any job, no matter how much you like it, there's gonna be days where it's like I just don't fucking want to talk about this today. I just want to chill and like, and I have taken those days before and be like, okay, I'm just not gonna do anything, and like maybe I'll have something that I recorded a while ago that I didn't post yet. I'll post that day, or a lot of times I do just push through, and because I feel like sometimes it's like making the content anyway can kind of get you out of that rut, like it kind of pushes you out of it because like once you start creating and like writing or whatever it is that you're doing, you're like oh okay, this is funny, this is good, like I'm enjoying this now, I'm into it. But yeah, I mean then there's some days it's like no, I'm maxed out today. I'm too hungover, whatever it is.
You're busy. You're a
Yeah,
busy person.
yeah.
Now, curious, when you interview artists for your podcast, we know from experience that sometimes it's hard to get some people to open up. What are your secrets into getting some people opening up?
Well, I can't tell you that, man. Um, I mean, honestly, I think just like speaking to someone like you're speaking to them, like I like to talk to somebody like I would be talking to him if I just ran into him at a bar or something like that. I don't, of course, I have my beats that I want to touch on, like some like bullet point talking points, and like I might have a few specific questions, like something like, okay, I definitely want to make sure I ask him this. I want this information, or like this is like something that's hot right now. Like this is their new album. I want to make sure I touch on this. There's things like that, but at the end of the day, it's like if I saw this person at a festival at the bar or something like that, I'm not going to be like, okay, so, and I whip out my phone, like, all right, and run down my questions. It's like that's how I kind of treat the podcast interviews as well. It's like I'm just kind of talking to them like I would have a conversation with them, and like I'm trying to let them talk more than me, hopefully, than I would in a normal conversation because that's what people want to hear. But yeah, I think just berating someone with questions can be a little. It can be a little. I don't know if intimidating is the right word, but I feel like as a somebody's on the receiving end of that, you're like, "Oof, okay, like this is exhausting. Like you're really coming at me with a lot of stuff I gotta figure out.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think we found that like asking those completely unstructured, off the cuff, like random questions seem to get them opening up. Like, Jess, we don't even have this one written down anymore. We haven't asked it in a while, but we got into it with the guys from A Virtue.
Hmm.
We were talking about weird food combinations, and we got into this whole thing about like I somehow discovered that I like dipping. Well, I know how it came about, but I found that dipping like a quarter pounder with cheese in McDonald's sweet and sour sauce is absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I feel like anything in sweet and sour sauce would be pretty good, but yeah, I've never tried that before. That sounds good.
Yeah,
Wow.
so like it's like the weird things like that that have gotten people
Yeah.
to open up. And now we like to ask. So I'll pose this question while we're at it.
Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock at night. You're starving for some reason. You didn't eat enough for dinner, whatever. You go to your freezer. You got a bag of frozen French fries in there. You throw them in your air fryer. What condiment are you looking for in your fridge to dip them in?
Oh, okay. Well, listen, this is a loaded question, okay? My number one condiment, my go-to above all else, is gonna be hot sauce. Like I will literally put hot sauce on pretty much anything. That's like my main thing. But if it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm making French fries, I'm assuming I probably had some alcohol on board. I'm probably under the influence a little bit at this point. I'm not usually making fries at 11 o'clock at night sober. So in that case, because the hot sauce is delicious, but it's also, no calories. That's one of the reasons why I love it too. It's a nice, easy condiment. It's still on something. But at that point, I feel like I'm probably gonna go with something a little more a thicker sauce, something more cream based, so like maybe a spicy mayo, like a chipotle
Mm,
mayo. I think that so I still get that spice, but I get a little more of the density into the sauce. So yeah, that's gonna be my final answer. I think I'm gonna go with chipotle mayo, very close second, hot sauce.
I like those answers.
Yeah.
Those I can get behind.
What about you
Not yours,
guys?
Jess. I'm not behind yours
I'm
at
a
all.
What?
barbecue sauce girl.
Okay, okay. Barbecue sauce is good. It has its time and place. I would definitely do barbecue sauce on like some nuggies for sure. And some onion rings.
I love
Strangely enough,
barbecue
hits.
sauce on sweet potato fries.
I could see that. I could see that. You know, I've been really, dude, I've been fucking with some hot honey like crazy lately. Just I've been putting hot honey on everything I possibly can lately. I'm a big fan of that.
The one thing I haven't crossed over into just yet is like if you go to like a ramen or a pho place, is
Okay.
they got the pepper, what is it, like the pepper oil on the
Okay.
table?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to use that in more stuff. That stuff is
Yeah.
killer.
Dude, I have you tried Chipotle has like this red chimichurri sauce now? It's
Mm-mm.
like an oil with like some pepper flakes and stuff in it. Oh my God. That's dynamite. I don't know how many calories is in that, but that stuff is good.
Gonna have to check that one out.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you just you don't count the calories and you forget about
No.
it.
No, I try to like not when it comes to sauce. I'm like, it's a sauce. It can't be that. Who cares? Is it? Let's
I
make
mean, you
pretend
did pick a
calories.
mayo-based one, so that one's
Yeah,
got to have a lot of
exactly.
calories.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're gonna live in
Absolutely.
ignorance, Jess. We're gonna live in ignorance on that
Yeah.
one.
Again, if I'm eating fries at 11 p.m., I'm not thinking health first. I feel like at that point. So some other things have gone awry in my evening already. I've already gone off the beaten path a little bit. So
It happens.
So, what would be a dream guest of yours given the opportunity to interview them?
oh man, dream guest. I mean, Kurt Cobain, if we're talking alive or dead. Um, yeah, other than that, man, it's tough to say because like there's obviously artists I idolize and like I think would be really cool to talk to, but then it's like, do I want to talk to them? Like, would that be like, am I shattering the glass, so to speak? Like, and like, there's a lot of people I'd love to interview that aren't even musicians. I think would be really cool. Like, I would love to interview Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that'd be one of the coolest moments ever. I think he's fucking one of the coolest dudes in the world. Yeah. Ever since I was a little kid. But yeah, I mean, I would love to interview all I would love to interview Dave Grohl. I think he'd be cool to talk to. I think, he's obviously an absolute legend. But yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, it's hard to say exactly who would be a dream guest. I'd have to like really narrow it down, I guess.
I guess it's also like a thing too, like if you had a dream, if you interviewed them and it didn't go well,
Right, right,
you
yeah.
know, like people say don't meet your idols,
Yeah.
when you're a musician, and it's like, oh well, maybe it would be the same
Yeah.
way if you're
Yeah,
interviewing someone.
I always hear that. Like, yeah, don't meet your idols because and then yeah, because they won't live up to expectations. And like I definitely don't think that's like a reason not to do it though, because then you miss out on potentially amazing opportunities. Like I interviewed like Serge Tankian and like he was somebody I grew up listening to since I was a little kid and thought was always amazing. He was just every bit cool and as amazing as I thought he was gonna be, even more so. He exceeded my expectations. So it's like a lot of times like I'm sure that is true though. I'm sure there are cases where it goes the other way. But
Yeah. Who have some of your favorite interviews been with?
so he was cool. I really like talking to Chad Gray from Mudvayne. He was a lot of fun to chat with. I love Daughtry, man. He's my homie. I love talking to him whenever I can. Let's see. I feel like I have to mention every single person I've talked to now, or else I'm gonna get a DM later. Like, why didn't you mention me, man?
Just be like all of them. Every single
Yeah, they're
one
all
has been
special in their
great.
own way. Yeah.
They're all special in their own way.
Yeah, they're all unique flowers.
So I am curious too, like what is the biggest challenge you've had, like, consistently, with juggling so many creative hats you have?
Just getting people to care and pay attention, I guess. I mean, because a lot of times, like, you think sometimes I think I've got it locked in, I nailed down, like, I know, like, I got my plan or whatever. And then, like, maybe I'll put a video up that I think is, like, going to be great. And then it flops and doesn't get views. It's like, oh, shit, like, what did I do wrong here? Like, why? And then a lot of times it just comes down, like, the algorithm's not
Hmm.
pushing out for whatever reason. So yeah, I mean, I guess just making sure I'm staying on top of like the right stories because like there's not always a lot of big music news stories happening. So a lot of times it's like it comes down to me, you know, being creative and like taking something that's not really a big news, not saying I'm like blowing out proportion, but like giving my spin on it and like then make it and telling you like why it's important. Like okay, well, now a lot of people are talking about this, but like like the AI band thing. I did this video like a week or two ago about this metalcore band that's, completely AI generated. And like I mean there's like one or two other creators I saw talking about it, and like I felt like I something I wanted to bring attention to. And then a lot of other people seem pretty passionate about it in the comment section. So I mean, I think that, like I think that just finding the right contents to talk about, the right stories to talk about, I guess.
Yeah, AI is definitely getting crazy. That's for
Yeah, it's
sure.
terrifying, man. It's so scary. Like I
When
try
you
not to
can't
be,
tell.
yeah. That's the scary of like that whole Sora app, I think it is, the one where like the videos are like just hyper realistic. Like that one is real scary because like what was it, like a year ago we were all like watching these AI videos and laughing like, ah, look how weird the fingers look, like, oh, this is funny, but it's clearly an AI video, it's clearly AI generated. And I remember like we would be joking like, oh, it's gonna be scary one day when they fucking nail it, when they get it right. And it's like, oh shit, like that day's already, they've already done it, like it didn't take long, like they've already, like those videos like are so indistinguishable sometimes. It's like I'm watching like, I know Martin Luther King Jr. didn't deliver a promo in a WWE ring, but I'm watching it and I'm like, I know this didn't happen, but my God, it's so real.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those AI videos now, at least if there's motion, a lot of it's wrong in like the physics. You have to pay attention to
Yeah.
like the physics and the movement, but it is getting harder to tell.
Yeah, like I saw one like some of the comment section, some of the like a lot of times the comment section was is what tells me it's AI, and there'll be somebody like, oh, that video is fake because look at the shadow's in the wrong direction. I'm like, dude, I was watching the freaking dude fighting a flamingo. I wasn't looking at the shadow off the flamingo. Like I was distracted by the crazy thing I was seeing. Like, so yeah, you got to really be paying attention.
I
You know
mean,
what's actually what's getting me is like the spam phone calls. Like now
Mm,
that I get it's an AI generated voice and it almost sounds human.
really?
It's
I don't know if I've
almost
gotten those or not.
believable.
I might have gotten them and not even realized it. Just thought they were real. I keep getting the same one that says like my payment for $1,099 for a new iPhone has been completed or something. It's like if you don't want this to confirm, like hit one or whatever. I'm like, it's the same like, same voicemail every time. It's like, yeah, that's how it works. So you buy something, well, if you don't want to buy the iPhone, hit this button. Like,
Yeah, I have one about like the lending department needs your approval to complete your loan of $30,000. I'm
oh
like,
my God.
yeah, I got one the other day and I thought it was a person at first. And then as it kept going, I was like, oh, I can hear it now. Click.
Oh, really?
yeah, it like lacks the emotion or like inflection in the voice like you would normally have when talking. It's just not there, or it's like out of cadence and it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Just
Well, and
think it
the
could get
terrible
there
part
someday.
is like, we're joking about it and like, we can like, like we can tell like, okay, there's a things that this is obviously a scam, or even the ones that like aren't AI. It's like this is obviously a scam. You're just messing with me. But like, somebody's like, maybe they're older or maybe they, don't have all their mental faculties for whatever other reason it is. It's so easy to scam some people. Like, and
Hmm.
man, that just sucks. Like, it's just an unfortunate like easy
Yeah.
way to just for people to lose all their money.
My mom got scammed once. And
Really.
then she calls me later. She's like, I don't know if I was supposed to say yes to this, but this guy like said he could connect to my computer and all this. And I'm
Oh
like, yeah, mom, you weren't supposed to say
no.
yes to that. She's like, well, it's a good thing I don't have anything for him to steal from me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my
My
God.
mom had to stop my dad from going and getting gift cards from the store. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
come
Yeah,
on.
that's a popular one.
Yeah.
I pretty much told my mom, I'm like, anytime anyone contacts you with something like that, call me first.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, because like,
Call
yeah, no
me.
one's gonna no one's gonna make you, pay for a fine with Bitcoin or something.
Yeah, I just miss the
Like,
old email ones where it's like the deposed prince of Nigeria. Like,
yeah, man. How quaint those are now. Like what an innocent time. Like if I got one of those right now, I'd be like, oh, thanks, man.
here's $10 for your
Yeah, yeah.
effort.
I will send you money for doing this throwback scam. This is nice. Like,
But all right, let's talk about music a little bit here. So
yeah.
you've been to many festivals
Mhm.
over this past year, and well, just within this past year. Which ones have been your most memorable?
Oh man, they're all special and unique, of course. You can single them out. I mean, I guess the most memorable one would be Hellfest, just because it was in France, and I've never been to France before. Um, but I love the Danny Wimmer festivals. Those are my number one. Like any of them, pick and choose. Like Sonic Temple, Incarceration, like they're all just incredible. Like those guys, 100% have the music festival experience dialed in like no other. But yeah, the Hellfest, which is cool because yeah, I got to go to France and see the insane way they turn like basically an entire town into a music festival. Like then that whole area, like Clisson, France, is like devoted to Hellfest every year. They have like monuments and statues up all year round for it and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
That sounds sweet.
Yeah, I just don't speak any French, so that sucked. And like I feel like I left I came back knowing less French than I went there with. It was just so confusing. Like it was everything was just like so hard. And like it would drove me crazy. It was like, they would be like I'd be trying to like use my Google Translator on my phone to like get water or something like that. And they're like, huh? Like they don't know what I'm saying. But then it's like the singer on stage is speaking English and everyone's like, okay, like listening to his directions, like hands up. They're like, okay. I'm like, oh, you know what this dude's saying. Like, but me, like all of a sudden, you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, all right.
I have heard that like in France and like in Paris and stuff, people like won't talk English to you because they don't want to or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of people had told me that too. Yeah, they say like a lot of people will pretend or make it harder on purpose for you because they don't want
Mm-hmm.
you to because they're pissed that you don't speak French, I guess. I guess like again, if I was gonna like be there for a long time, I would have made a better effort to learn more French. But like I was there for 4 days. I don't think I'm gonna download a Duolingo app and like really get that much under my, there's listen, man, I have limited capacity of retaining information as it is. Like it's pretty filled to the brim with, Beavis and Butthead quotes and like different types of hot sauce and whatnot. So there's only so much room. Like, I can't, I gotta push some stuff out. I want to put like new languages in there.
There was
It's
there was an
okay.
ep there was an episode of Married with Children about that exact
Really?
theory. This the daughter Kelly, and she gets on this like football game show, and
Yeah.
she gets to the last question, and as she's learning more new stuff, she gets to the last question. It's a question about her dad, and she can't answer it because everything else
Uh,
went
that
in and
does
it pushed
sound
that
familiar.
answer out. Yeah,
Dude, that was a great show, man.
That sounds on point for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It made me so legitimately sad when what her name's Christine Applegate, right? Is that her
Hmm.
yeah.
name? Yeah, and she just had like revealed she had what was it, MS or something or some kind of disease that's like really impacting her in a really awful way. And I just remember like when I heard that news, like it made me feel so sad. Like I'm not like a huge fan of hers or something, but yeah, a person I watched like growing up, I'm like, oh man, that's just such a so sad. Like she's a great actress, and then having this awful disease, like really upbeat information. I know, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've thought about going to like incarceration or even like Sonic Temple. Which would you choose to go to?
Oh, I mean, it just depends on the lineup,
It
honestly.
depends
I
on the
mean,
lineup, yeah.
yeah,
Did
yeah.
you
I
go to
mean,
Warped Tour?
I did not. No, I mean, there's still another one, right, in November or something like
Yeah,
that.
I'm going to
Maybe.
that.
Are you? Yeah, maybe I'll make it to that one. No, I can't remember what was going on when the other two. There was I had something else happening those other two times, the other 2 days. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I didn't make it out to those. Excuse me. I would like to make the November one if I can, though. That'd be cool. It's so tough, like having a kid and stuff to like travel to these festivals a lot of times too. That's what's great about like Sonic Temple or Incarceration. They come to Ohio, they come to me, so
They come to
that's
you,
pretty.
yes.
Yeah, it's pretty
Hey, and
handy.
that's not too far from Wisconsin or even Syracuse, right, Chris?
Yeah, yeah,
We've been
Six-ish
told.
hours, right? Cleveland, right? You're in
yeah,
Cleveland?
yeah.
Yeah, 5-ish hours.
Wisconsin has a pretty good metal festival, don't they? Don't they have
They have
something cool?
Rockfest.
Rockfest, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rockfest always
Summerfest
sounds
in
good.
Milwaukee is doing a thing now where they're looking for bands to like apply to play.
Oh, really?
So I was like, that's kind of cool because maybe you'll get some random bands that I actually want to listen to there.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love music festivals because you can knock out like 100 bands in one weekend. You could really cross a lot off the bucket list. Like there's been times where like I've been thinking about a band, talking about a band, I'm like, oh man, I would love to see them live. And then I'll realize like, oh shit, I did see them live. Like I might have only saw like two or three songs because it was, I had to bounce around or whatever. But I was like, oh yeah, I did actually see that band before.
It's always fun. That's what Warped
Yeah.
Tour is good about.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's say you were putting on your own festival. What, let's say 5 to 10 bands are you inviting to come on to your own festival?
Oh man, can I just do Limp Bizkit all five times? Like just all five slots?
I should have worn
Uh
my shirt for this interview to,
yeah,
like
Yeah, you
last
yeah.
should
night.
have your Limp
I
Bizkit
still have
shirt.
it laying here. Yeah, I have my Limp
Oh,
Bizkit.
hell yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. I love it. All right, well, we'll throw Limp Bizkit on there. Put some Limp Bizkit. Um, let's see. Oh man, it's tough, dude. Because I'm trying to think like, are we talking about like what I would want to see specifically, or what I think would actually be a good
Let's
concert
go with what you
lineup?
want to see.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll throw Limp Bizkit on there. Man, let's say Slipknot would be really cool to throw on there. Metallica. Um, I think we should throw Silly Goose on there just to have like an up and coming band, get a newer band on there. And then man, this is tough. How many am I at four already?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm, let's do Ice Nine Kills too, kind of that middle ground. So we've got the legacy bands, we've got the brand new bands, we got that middle ground in there. I think that'd be a
So
pretty
those
good
five
festival.
bands. That's a good lineup. It's a good
Yeah.
lineup. Not a bad lineup. I don't I think I saw Ice Nine Kills, but it was like forever ago.
I have never seen them live. Well, no, okay, so I say that, but I saw them like, man, this must have been like 15 years ago when they were playing in clubs. When they were still doing like more of the scene kind of sound to them. It was a long time ago, but I haven't seen them a long time, obviously. And I guess now they do in their show at one point they play like this thing on the screen with like different people talking about their band, like newscasts and stuff. And apparently I'm in the video and I pop up on the big screen. It's like so every time like every couple days, I get a DM from somebody that's like seeing them on tour. Like, oh, I was just in the show and so. I saw you on the big screen. Like, keep having people message me. So I hope they're still doing that bit whenever I do finally end up getting to see them because I would like to see it in person. That'd be cool. Because I've seen like people send me videos of it and stuff. And that's pretty cool. But I want to see it live and in action.
Yeah, that's how I felt like I was so, like online. I searched my name a long time ago, and I was
Mhm.
like, it came up as being credited in like an Atreyu best of,
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm like, what the heck would I be credited for? But
yeah.
apparently they used a photo I took of them once,
Oh, cool.
and I was
Nice,
like, oh, I'm in their booklet. Sweet.
nice. That rules.
And then a friend sent me the record so I could have it because she didn't need
Yeah.
it. I was like, awesome. But that was
Yeah.
kind of cool. So it's, yeah, I could see why you'd want to see yourself on the big screen in person.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I love me some me. So as much content I can get out myself, yeah.
So I got to know if you have any guilty pleasure songs or artists that people may not expect you to love.
I know it's cliche to say, but I don't really go for the whole guilty pleasure thing. I don't think, I don't feel guilty about listening to anything. But I guess something that would be like surprising. Like some of my favorite artists uh that I listen to pretty regularly that are not anything to do with like rock or metal. Like I love John Mayer. I think John Mayer's fantastic. He's a great guitar player. That Continuum album is one of the most just a goated album. Just love that. Death Cab for Cutie is another band I really love a lot. I feel like any self-respecting emo kid or former emo kid at least has probably had some little Death Cab for Cutie phase at some point. And then the Format is another band I really love a lot. Which if anyone listening is not familiar with them, they probably know the band Fun and the singer from Fun used to be in a band called The Format. And The Format are back together now. They're touring and
Yep.
putting out new music, so that's very, very exciting for me. So yeah, I feel like those are three unexpected, surprising musical interests of mine.
Yeah. I saw the format once, and I've
Yeah,
seen fun. I think I saw Fun at least once as well.
I saw Fun right when they put out that first record, so before the second one with the When We Were Young song and everything on that. So I saw them in a pretty small club, and they played mostly Format songs, or at least they played some Format songs because they were such a new band at that time. And that was like the only version I ever got to see because the format broke up the year I was supposed to see them. They broke up in '08, and like that was the year I was planning on seeing them. Because I'm old. And yeah, that didn't happen. So yeah, hopefully on this tour, yeah, full circle, we'll finally get to see the format live for the first time.
Yeah, are they're coming to Ohio, right?
No, they're not. They're
No.
the closest they're
Chicago?
coming. They're doing Chicago and they're doing Detroit. So planning
I
on trying
guess
to hit both of them,
take your
honestly.
pick, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm trying. The more format shows, the better I can go to, honestly.
Since you didn't get to
Uh,
see them in '08, you got to make
exactly.
up
Well,
for
and
it.
like I don't know, who knows if they're gonna break up again. I don't know what they're gonna do. So I'm gonna try to see as many shows in this tour as I can. I'm not usually that way with most bands. Most bands, I'm like, kind of one and done, really. Like once I see them live, like once, I'm like, okay, that's cool. I mean, I've seen Blink a few bunch of times. I've seen Taking Back Sunday more than any band live, probably, which is just the weirdest thing. Like not even by like design, really. They just always happen to be at shows that I'm at or at festivals I'm at. Like I saw Taking Back Sunday at a rib burn off one time. I was just there eating ribs, and all of a sudden, your lipstick, your collar. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, Taking Back Sunny's playing here, like, so. Um, but yeah, I feel like the format, I want to see him as many times as I can. Like I said, just in case they break up again. That might be my last chance.
You just never know.
Yeah.
I know Chris wishes that Fall Out Boy would make up a show that they skipped by him.
Yeah, all
Oh,
those years ago. So like in '05, they were supposed to play Syracuse and they got invited to go appear on TRL the same day and they took TRL,
oh, yeah,
obviously. And
yeah.
they were like they put out like a public thing like, "Oh, we're sorry, we're going to make up the show." And they still have never come back.
Still
I
haven't come
was just
together.
saying they should do a show that where they only play Take This to Your Grave and From Under the Cork Tree as it
Yeah,
would have been in 2005
that'd be cool.
and come on back.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I've seen Fall Out Boy a lot of times, but I saw them in '05. They were on tour with Panic at the Disco was opening. I think they were like the first band playing, and then Motion City Soundtrack was playing. And that was the first time I heard Motion City Soundtrack. I absolutely fell in love with that band afterwards too. So that became that's another all-time favorite band I would throw on there. But yeah, I wish I could remember the fourth band that played that. They must have been pretty good if they were on that bill with those other bands. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Motion
man.
City's always been a favorite of mine.
Yeah, I have a Motion City tattoo actually.
The Starting Line and Boys Night Out.
Okay, damn, that's a hell of a bill.
Yeah.
Right? It's like very OG too.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
the Nintendo Fusion tour. That makes
Ah,
sense.
Yes, that's what it was, a Nintendo Fusion Tour. So that was Panic and Motion City were on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it came to Tower City Amphitheater in Cleveland.
I feel
So
like I went
dope.
to that. I'll have to look on my wall after this
Yeah.
interview and see if I went to that.
Yeah, I remember going to like all those Taste of Chaos tours too back in the
Oh
day. Those
yeah.
were so cool with like the Used and My Chem I think was on those.
Sounds of the
Uh
Underground.
Sounds of the Ground. Yeah.
Those are
Man.
great. I loved all those. And that was a heavier tour, Sounds of the Underground.
Yeah.
I saw Guar there. I actually had a
Really?
picture with Fladius Maximus.
Oh wow. That's
He's
quite a
no
lineup.
longer with us, but I'm like, I have the
Yeah.
picture for the
Yeah.
memory.
That's awesome.
But so if you weren't doing radio and content or podcasting, what do you think you'd be doing?
Stripping mostly.
Oh yeah?
Probably. Yeah,
What would
last
be your
night.
stripper name?
Oh, John Logger, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely be in music in some way. I'd be doing something with music. I'm assuming, whether it be like I'm more on the business side of things like marketing and things like that. But if it wasn't music at all, like a content creation at all, like I don't know. I mean, I did like before I was doing this, before I was doing anything musical related, I was doing I was at a collection agency. So I was calling people about debts, and I was massively in debt myself. So it was a very ironic gig for me to have. Like I actually saw my profile come up on the screen one time. I was because it's like an auto dialer thing. I'm like, oh, okay, skip that one. I call myself there. So it's hard to say like where I would have ended up if I didn't fall ass backwards into this. Probably something cooking related or fitness related. I mean, I'm really passionate about food and health and stuff like that. So I would hope my it would have led that way.
Yeah, what's your favorite dish to cook?
Ah, man. Probably like a chicken fried rice, but I make it like a kind of like a healthier chicken fried rice. I like making tacos a lot. Any variation of tacos.
Tacos are always good.
Yeah.
How about you, Jess? What's your favorite thing to cook?
Tater tot casserole.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I mean, it's not
So,
healthy, but
it sounds delicious though.
it is. It's got a lot of cheese on it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, dude, cheese is like the duct tape of any food. Like you put that, it'll fix anything.
I had to go with tater tot casserole. Otherwise, like lasagna or something.
That's good too. Yeah.
I'm
Nice
gluten free
carb
too, so
choices.
it's like
Oh,
got to be
okay.
gluten free lasagna,
I was gonna say, yeah, how do you do
unfortunately.
lasagna if it's gluten free? Yeah, they have gluten free noodles though.
They do now.
Yeah. I was vegan for like that sounds like such a weird ass brag. Like, I was vegan for but I was vegan for like 6 years and like I just remember like eating so many weird noodles back then, like because I was trying to get amp up the protein. So I was always eating like chickpea and like black bean noodles and like legume noodles and all this shit.
What would your go-to meal be, Chris?
My go-to meal or my favorite thing to cook?
Well, yeah, your favorite
Those are
thing to
two
cook.
vastly different
Yeah, yeah,
things.
Oh,
right.
fine, your favorite thing to cook.
Oh, I love making homemade bagels. Like it's a
Hell
pain
yeah.
in the ass, but it's so gratifying.
Oh wow. Fuck yeah, dude. How
Make
how
me
do
some
you
gluten-free ones.
yeah.
Okay. You're gonna drive all the way out to Syracuse to get them.
Nah, you can
Yeah.
mail them. They'll stay good for a little while.
Yeah, dude, you just freeze them. You'll be fine.
They'll be fine, Chris.
Just fine. No, like you have to like make the dough. You have to essentially like pound it down. You have to let it refrigerate and like all this for like a couple hours, and then you have to do a whole other process before you start boiling it and then baking it after. It's time consuming. Like
Yeah, man. Is it like therapeutic or something? Like you actually
yeah,
enjoy it?
kinda.
Okay.
Kinda,
All
because
right.
your original dough has to sit in the fridge for like 12 to 24 hours.
Yeah.
The longer it is, the more like that tough bagel that
Yeah.
you expect to get, the more tough it gets. Um, and then you have to like pound down the dough the next day, and you have to let it sit
Giggity.
for like another hour.
Yeah.
And then you like form them and boil them and bake them. Yeah, it's so. I mean, when all said and done, the actual baking process maybe takes I don't know 2 hours ish,
Yeah.
but like the whole process is like a day. So
It's a
Jesus.
very long
Yeah.
process.
I used to enjoy cooking a lot more too when I was just like, cooking for just me or just my wife or something. Like now that I have a kid, like, it's obviously just more, it's just another thing, you have to do. And like, I still do enjoy it, but like, it's not like as relaxing as easy. Now I'm like trying to like frantically make some macaroni and cheese on a burger or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I just always feel like cooking's such a scam, because like, you spend so much time making this meal and cleaning it up and all that, and it takes like 10 minutes to eat it. It's like I mean, like it's not commensurate of your time spent, and then sometimes it ends up being more expensive to buy all the ingredients than if you just went to a fucking restaurant and got it to go or something. So like I guess this is healthier, maybe. I don't know.
maybe a little healthier, maybe a little less
Yeah.
sodium, but
Right, right.
depending on how you make it, maybe it has
Uh,
more sodium. I mean,
right. I can control the butter volume, I guess, at least.
yeah. So if your life had a soundtrack, what would be your opening track?
Oh, the glass shattering theme song from Stone Cold Steve Austin, probably. I think that's the
316.
yeah, that's how it's the entrance. If I walk into any room, that should be what people hear in their head. I feel like that's why I want. That's the emotion I'm trying to evoke when I enter a room.
Yeah, I used to
Shit.
watch wrestling when I was younger, like in middle school. My brother was into it, so then I got
Yeah.
into it, of course. And
Nice.
I
Yeah.
always loved The Rock, but I had a big crush on the Hardy Boys.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I had a big crush on. Who didn't? They were
Who
great,
didn't?
man.
I
Yeah.
had their
Yeah.
VHS tape and everything, the Hardy Boys,
Yeah.
Leap of Faith. I think
Are
I
they
Oh,
the
still
ones
have
that
it.
inspired you to wear fishnets and all that, Jess?
Maybe, I don't know.
hell yeah. No, to
You
this
never know.
day, like, because my wife's a big wrestling fan too, and like, yeah, we're watching the old stuff, and if Jeff Hardy comes on screen, she's like, "Oh, it's moving." All right.
I just remember that Hardy Boys Leap of Faith VHS tape because it's like I
hmm
have it still.
Yeah,
And I do have a VHS player. Maybe I should pop it in and
you
watch it.
should. That's
I just
impressive.
remember
That's
they were
some.
like jumping off ladders and stuff in it.
Oh yeah, dude. The TLC matches were classic. Yeah, yeah. I grew up watching that. obviously, and I'm a big fan. And then fell off for like, I don't know, a decade or something like that. And or I would keep up with like I would like watch old stuff every now and then. But then yeah, I don't know, like, in the last like I guess 5 or 6 years, I really got balls deep back into it again. And like now my kid watches this, so that makes it even better. And that's something we can do together.
Yeah. I went to Monday Night Raw a couple times, I think. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But that was way back in the day when The Rock was big and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember going when I was a kid in the heyday, like yeah, during the Attitude Era when all everybody was there, and I've gone a bunch of times since, and my wife and I went when we were just dating, and like now we've taken our kid to it a bunch of times. So it's become like a kind of part of our family, family fabric now is WWE.
Hey, there's worse things that people have probably
Yeah,
taken their kids to, so
dude, I mean, my kid, he listens to Slipknot and watches, wrestling, and he's like literally a little mini me, basically.
hey, well, you're raising them right, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta know, what kind of advice would you give someone who wants to break into the music media world today?
I guess I would just say don't, just cash it in, like just don't even bother trying, No, you gotta be consistent. Every, you can't be afraid to be cringe. You can't be afraid of what people are going to think. You just got you gotta put the content out there. You can't overthink it really too much. You just gotta make the content and be consistent with it. And as long as you're making quality content, like it doesn't have to be like, and then when I say quality, I don't mean like super fancy cameras and like great equipment and lighting and everything like that. I just mean like you're actually saying some shit that matters, or is either you want to entertain someone or educate them. Ideally, across the two is, I mean, that's why I try to strive for at least. And like, I feel like that's the kind of content most people enjoy. Something that's kind of you want to walk away feeling entertained or like you learned something. So when I say quality, that's kind of what I'm getting at. And I feel like as long as you're just, plugging through and burning yourself to the fucking both ends as much as possible, you know, and putting out as much content as you can, I think that's going to be your best bet. Because I just say that jokingly, obviously don't burn yourself out because then you won't want to do it anymore. But and also you have to really love it. You have to actually want to do it. Like you have to, it's got to be something you actually enjoy doing. Like if it feels like work, and it will eventually feel like work, no matter how much you love it. Eventually, when it becomes your job, anything is going to feel like work. But like you have to generally want to do it. I feel like in order to be able to put those hours in. But yeah, just consistency. You gotta show up every day. Like if you want people to show up and watch your stuff every day, then you gotta be there for them. If you want people to show up, you gotta show up first. And everything like every video you post, it's kind of like putting like a coin in a slot machine and pulling the handle. It costs you nothing other than your time, obviously. But if it costs you nothing to make a video or post a video, it's like and every time you post, it's like each one could be the one that hits. You never know. Like, and it's a free slot machine. You just fucking pull that handle 30 times a day if you want. If you got the time to make 10, 20 videos, if you can, and they're not like garbage videos, do it. Why not? Post it. It doesn't matter, because again, you don't know which one's gonna pop off. And like, yeah, just showing up every day and like, being consistent with it, I think is the biggest thing. And again, like I said, loving it and actually caring about it and making stuff that you are passionate about and doing something you're passionate about. Because if you're not, like then what's the point? To go work at an office or something or do something else that you aren't passionate about because it's all going to be a paycheck at the end of the day. Because I think that's a misconception too. Is like it's not easy. Like doing the
Mm-mm.
content creation, there's there's like different parts, of course, that are easier than a 9 to 5 for sure. But there's also parts of like the fact that you aren't 9 to 5 that makes it hard. I mean, like look at us right now. What it's like 9:30 on the East Coast right now. I'm sitting here doing a podcast interview, where most people are like in bed probably because they got to get up and go to work the next day. And I still will go after we get off here. I will go to bed. I will get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, like a normal day, and go about my day. So it's like yeah, of course, maybe at 2 p.m. I might take a break and eat a snack and, watch some wrestling video on my phone for 20 minutes or something like that. But yeah, there's give and take on both sides of it. But yeah, I think that's like that's the thing. Like you have to be super passionate about it and actually give a shit. Oh, and you gotta suffer a little bit probably because I feel like you do need to be a little obsessed with it in order to put out something good and something high quality. I feel like you gotta really love it and be a little obsessed with it. Because I feel like if you don't, there's that quote like if you don't suffer for your art, then your art suffers kind of situation. You kind of have to throw yourself into it if you want to make it like a full time thing. Like, and obviously like you can't. Most people can't start off that way. Kind of has to build up to that point. You can't just quit your job and start making content. But yeah, I guess if I completely long-winded way of saying if you want to my best piece of advice is just be show up every day. Show up. So if you want people to show up for you, you got to show up for them, essentially.
It's good advice.
Yeah. I hope there is something of value in all that rambling.
There was, don't
Yeah.
worry. I'm sure
So,
someone will take something from it, right?
Right, right.
and now for our final but most important question of the night. What is your favorite dinosaur?
Well, I mean, I did classics as T-Rex, so it's kind of hard to like beat him. Like he's the king of the Jurassic era. I mean, actually, I don't even know if he was the Jurassic era. That might have all been, fabrication by Hollywood. Um, but I guess I don't know. I always gotta go with the Raptor. He's just badass. The Raptors are pretty slithery and like sneaky. Like I don't know. I guess I gotta go with the Raptor probably. What
Another
about you
raptor.
guys?
Another raptor. And just for the record, T-Rex was Cretaceous.
Cretaceous. See,
Yeah.
Hollywood lied to us, man. Bullshit.
I was
What
gonna
about
say
you guys? What are your
our
favorites?
paleontologist would have corrected us too.
Yeah. You guys have a resident paleontologist on the podcast?
Well, we've had a couple on the podcast.
Okay.
We decided that since we've been asking people this question,
Yeah.
we got to have a paleontologist come on and talk to us
Where you
about
gotta verify.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, yeah. What
So
are what are your favorite dinosaurs?
I'm a Brachiosaurus.
Is that the one with the long neck?
It's a long neck, but it's got a hump. It's the one that sneezes
Okay.
on them in the trees in Jurassic Park.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. That's a good
And,
one. I like that one.
and I like the ankylosaur, the armored shelled back with the club
Oh,
tail.
yeah, he's pretty badass. Yeah, he's real metal. I like him. He's like he's like a battle vest
Yeah,
on.
he's kind of like come fuck with me, but I'll take out your knee. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Don't
a
mess
good
with
one
him in the
too.
pit.
Yeah. Does a saber-toothed tiger count as a dinosaur? Or is that
I
more of a
think
cat,
I
right?
think you're about 65 million years too late for the
Really?
saber-toothed tiger. Yeah.
They went around the same time as the dinos. Damn. Okay. Again,
Yeah.
Hollywood lied to me, man. That Ice Age movie fucked me up.
Ice Age is definitely not correct.
It's not his. Wait,
Although,
are you telling me Ice Age is not historically accurate?
no, I don't think so.
I gotta rethink some things here.
That's
I've made
a
some.
it, it's a pretty big sloth, but then
Yeah,
again, there were giant sloths back in the
there
day.
were giant sloths. I do know. Yeah, my kid is big into saber-toothed tigers, so he was anyway. We read a lot of books about him. And I remember the giant sloth was a main opponent to the saber-toothed tiger for a long time.
I do
Yeah,
love the Ice Age movies, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that would mean that Power Rangers lied to us too, right? Because everyone had a dinosaur and trees
Yeah.
busting out saber-toothed tiger.
I mean, I don't know what about the Power Rangers would not be real. Everything looked
It was
pretty
so great.
standard-ish. Yeah,
Yeah, it
everything
looked
looked pretty.
real.
There's no fic what was fictitious about that show? You know what actually blew me away? I watched a documentary about that show because I'm a nerd. And so the show was originally shot in I think Japan it
Hmm.
was. And then when they made the American version, they didn't want to spend the money to shoot the villains and the bad guy scenes again. So they would just shot the American version of like the American kids acting and stuff. But anytime there was a shot of like the bad guys fighting, they would just use the Japanese version. And then like it made when I watched that, it made so much. There's like a light bulb went off in my head, like the glass shattered. Like, oh my God, because like then I realized, like, yeah, the mouse never matched up to what they were like. Rita Repulsa when she was talking, it never matched up to what she was.
Yeah.
I never clicked with me until like I was watching that documentary.
Yeah, I think it was season 3 when that changed. I can't
Yeah.
remember. And then if you look at, I think it's season 1, the Yellow Ranger's costume doesn't have a skirt because in the Japanese version, the Yellow Ranger was a male.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because yeah, when they were fighting the Rangers, they would use that footage
Stock.
too. That's
Yeah, yeah.
right. Yeah. Oh, dude. Some, and again, we're like 8. Like we don't care. We're not paying attention. They didn't like, and it's funny too. Like no parent was like, "Hey, wait the fuck, what the fuck, what's going on here?" Like everyone just let it slide. No one called them out. I
I
love
don't
it,
think my
man.
parents watched it. I think they just let me watch
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
because it was safe for me to watch, I guess. I don't know. But then again, my parents didn't screen anything I watched back then.
No, there was no. Yeah, there was
I
no.
watched Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Talk about some nightmare fuel, that show. Like, dude, yeah, it's funny because yeah, now it's like I won't let my kid even like be on YouTube unless I'm in the room because I don't know what's gonna autoplay on. But back, yeah, when I was a kid, like I'm sure you guys are the same way. Like, our parents like go to work and like it's just you were left to your devices, like literally the device.
We definitely were. We definitely were.
Yeah, like, it's so funny now. It's like trying to figure out like childcare and stuff during the summer and all that. And it's like there was nothing like that when I was a kid. Like there, it was like, okay, well, mom and dad still have to go to work, so you have to figure this out. Like you have to figure out how to make soup on your own or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was like that for me too growing up. I was like, okay, well, actually, my dad was a teacher, so he was home for the summer,
Oh, nice.
but he wasn't paying attention.
No, no, yeah.
And like
He's trying to enjoy his summer.
right. And I work from home, and now it's like I'm trying to work, and during the summer, and my kids just
Oh
no,
yeah.
that's not a good combo.
Yeah, this summer was the first summer my kid was home like since like he was 3 because when he was 3 he started doing daycare preschool hybrid and they had like a summer program too, but he started kindergarten last year. And so this past summer was the first one in like a few years that he like, was home, which was it was cool. It was kind of like a throwback to the old days of us when we was, real little and stuff. But like, yeah, productivity was at an all-time low last
Yeah,
summer, that's for sure.
definitely invest in some sort of summer camp. Even if
Yeah,
it's not like
yeah,
a go away summer camp, like just half day programs are
yeah.
lifesavers.
Yeah, they really don't have too much around. I mean, we did a lot of like the sports camps and stuff like that, but those were like 3 hours a day for like a week or here and there. So it was, yeah, they didn't really have too much around here like that, unfortunately. Luckily, he's got so many homies on the street. Like all of his best friends live on our street. So there was, and like a lot of the other parents like work from home too. So like it was like kind of like a neighborhood effort, like, all right, all the kids are going to hang out with each other and the parents are just going to kind of like poke out their heads out every now and then, make sure everyone's like make sure the kids are in someone's yard. Yeah.
Yeah, not playing in the street.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Although I played in plenty of streets growing
Oh
up.
yeah, yeah. No,
We got
there's
away with a lot of things as kids that we would never allow kids these days to do.
no, no. And we also had way less to worry about too. There's a lot less
True.
danger. I mean, there were obviously dangers, but we didn't have as many I feel like it wasn't as risky to let us go out and do shit a lot of times. I mean, the classic, adage of like, we used to sleep with our doors unlocked at night, which is a crazy I have like not only my doors locked, I got like, the alarm system set. I've got like a piece of wooden block in the front of the door. Like, I'm not taking any chance. Like, but
Oh
back then,
dang, I'm old school about that. I don't
oh
care if
really?
it's locked. Yeah,
Oh no way. Oh
What? You don't
man.
lock your
You don't
doors?
lock your
no,
doors?
I don't lock my
You
car
probably shouldn't
either.
announce that
Oh
on
I
my gosh,
podcast, by
you're
the
go
way.
nuts.
ahead, people, find out where I live.
You should
Dude,
probably start locking your doors after
there
this
was just
episode.
there was just something on the news about people leaving their doors unlocked and these people are burglarizing their cars and I'm like, who leaves their car unlocked still?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Apparently you do, Chris.
What are you
Well,
gonna
when
do?
I
Come up behind me and like kill me? Like, am I
yeah,
go
yeah.
okay?
Apparently
I
you're okay with getting murdered.
when I lived in downtown Cleveland, I used to leave my door unlocked just because it was better than the alternative of them because they would just smash out the window if they if they
Right,
couldn't get
right.
in. So I'm like, you can take the change, I guess. I just rather you do that than smash my window open. But yeah, now it's like I lock it all up, double
But
lock
that
it.
that's my thing. Like, I don't really have anything in my car, so if you're gonna break in, what
Yeah, yeah,
you're gonna steal my owner's manual? Like,
right, right, yeah. So, but you don't lock your house either?
like I'm like 50-50 on that.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's some unhinged behavior, Chris.
I do. I mean, I do have cameras still, so I mean,
Okay, all
like,
right. I do have cameras, okay? If anyone's thinking about sneaking in.
I was gonna say, man, now they know that 50% of the time you don't have your doors locked on
Yeah.
your home.
Yeah, but you just don't want to catch Chris on that 50% that is locked, and you're screwed.
Yep.
Oh,
Come take the
and
gamble,
he'll get you
everybody.
on camera.
Yeah. He's putting a challenge out there.
But the dinosaur question was our last question.
Okay, that's a good one to
Yeah.
end on.
It's the final question we've been asking ever since we interviewed Opal and Sky.
Nice, nice. Those guys are cool.
They're
That's
fun.
cool, man. Yeah,
They really
that's
love
cool.
dinosaurs. Well, Dylan did.
Oh, really?
That's what got us into it. We were like, oh, maybe we should start asking this question. This could be a fun
Yeah.
question to
He got
ask.
They're
really, really excited.
they're not like are they? They're not American, right?
No, they're Canadian.
Oh, okay. I thought they were from like a whole other country for some reason. I thought they were like from France
No,
or
they're
something.
Canadian. They're from
And
BC.
oh, I thought it was Vancouver.
Mm.
Vancouver is Vancouver in British
I
Columbia?
don't know territories in Canada.
No, I don't know how any geography works outside of the US. I'm very confused by continents and like what is England? Like is that is it all a country or is it
Isn't
like
it just the
like
island?
yeah, is it yeah, like I don't is it why is it so close to other country? I don't get it, man. It's all very overwhelming. I like
It's
very
all
definitive
overwhelming.
lines and states like okay. Now I'm in this state, now I'm in that state.
But yeah, no, I think that Vancouver's in British Columbia.
That sounds good. That sounds right.
I hope I'm right or I'm just
Yeah.
terrible and people are going to call me out on it.
I
Call me
feel
out
like
on
if
it.
you were wrong, people would have called you out on it by now. I feel like that's not something Canadians would let slide for very long. I feel like maybe once or twice you could say that and get away with it, but
I don't know, Canadians. We've had some good encounters with Canadians. They're usually pretty
oh yeah, I'm
nice.
sure. But I believe they're very prideful people of their land. Like they don't want to be misrepresented, as far as I can
This is
tell from
true.
like from some interactions I've had. But these could be isolated, but